Here we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Happy Valley, Pennsylvania, and home to the Penn State Nittany Lions, West Shore home field at Beaver Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to get this game going. Fields it just outside the goal line. When he's got some space here. It's a very nice return before stepping out of bounds. Puts the offense in nice position to start the drive. To the back, and they'll start with a run that goes nowhere, battling this defense and the crowd noise.
Now you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
To throw, it's Moore. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return. But the offensive go to work at the 44.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. Just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and his defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can pick up those yards to get those first downs.
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, a great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
They look to throw it here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense loved to play the RPO game. And here early, they pick up some big yards.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
The pocket breaking down. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The shotgun handoff here. Picks up the first, looking for more. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Penn State. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return begins inside the 10. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. It's a run to the left. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Catch made on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Dropping back. It's Moore. It's an out route. The catch made. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Play of this drive that began at the 36. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And looking to throw now on first down. Pass rush closing in. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball to 36 still. Handoff here from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Movement here from the tight end. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away.
Number 16 in punt formation to kick it away.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Looking to pass. It's Moore. Throw to the running back in the flat. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The Ducks will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Misses the receiver, incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So second down after the incompletion. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The ball is picked off. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Well, that's not 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
And he's back to throw again on second attempt. Trying for a touchdown here. He had all day back there before throwing a strike. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
But somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Catch made on the right side. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Direct snap. It's a run. Running back's got it. They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And Honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, the ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. They did it right there.
Second down play coming up. He's looking to throw. And he throws his third interception of the day. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
The shotgun running play call. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Gets the first and still running. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris. And
taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
So the offense begins this drive backed up at the 4-yard line. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. To the air. It's Moore. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he drops back in the gun. Pressure is coming. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Back to throw. It's Moore. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Motion now from the tight end. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback in this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
In a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Oh, and it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he's got it, no problem. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. To throw, it's Moore. Fires it to the wideout. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Oh, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. You know, he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Running back has it on a screen now. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Defense loading up in DBs here, wanting to prevent the deep pass play. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Throws to the tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
And the punter stays on the sideline. Here comes the field goal unit out here to try from ultra-long distance. Is it possible he can get it there from here? The kick is short, and now he's going to try to make something happen here. This will likely be the last play of the half. Back to pass. It's Moore. He'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quarterback looking to scramble. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick this away to begin the second half. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct sack. Got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down. Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. And at first down, they go right back to him.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
42 Spider. 4.
They'll run it from the gun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Crucial third down play right here. Out of the gun now on third down. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to.
Boy, Chris, he tried to squeeze that one in there on third down.
It would have had to have been a perfectly placed ball to have any chance at a completion and a first down.
The Nittany Lions will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. They'll kick it away here. Fielding the puck, looking to improve field position here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Looking to pass. It's Moore. The receiver makes the catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the left side, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. He finds some space. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for it.
First down, looking for more now. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Harris. He's in the clear. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on 2nd down to bring up this 3rd down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
Still looking to put something on the scoreboard. They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. It's Moore. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Ducks will look to convert here on 4th down. And he'll set up to throw. Here's another interception. We're losing track. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Running out of time in the pocket. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, that's another big run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And the Nittany Lions pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Tight end goes in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Here we go.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. No gain there. This defense has begun sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
One back, baby, one back.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Moore. Looks to his left and makes the completion.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him. The Ducks will crank up the tempo. Third down play here out of the shotgun. He's looking deep here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And the Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Hunt over the middle. It's Casper. Able to convert on 3rd down. Gives them a fresh set of downs from the 22. The Ducks moving quickly down the field here.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. In a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you? Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to come back in this game, but man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Looking to throw it again. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he keeps it. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. We'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Back to pass. It's Moore. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon.
Love this never say die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. And this home crowd ready to celebrate a very satisfying home victory. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening now. 1st down to the 27. And that play should secure an upset. Kirk, this is a team that told us, forget the rankings. We're here to make a strong statement as we get to the stretch run, and they've done that today.
Well, these guys really looked apart today. Stepped up when a lot of people had questions if they could play in this kind of game. The answer is yes. Now they have to handle being that team with expectations. Not every team handles that well, but I'm excited to see how they deal with that in the coming weeks.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's 2nd down here. Leaning on the run game here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Ball scooped up on the defense. They get him down, but the takeaway and the return, a huge play to set up the offense here.
Boy, incredible job here by this defense to create this turnover. It looked like this game was over, but now with this turnover, they get a chance to get back in the game.
To the air, it's Moore. The receiver grabs it. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Well, of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the receiver's got it. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The DB's backing off from the line now. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks left and finds his target there. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Ducks. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6. Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down. Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched 2 really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. 2 ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch, and now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That can be very interesting to their season.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.